Hi guys, how are you? This is English for 10th grade. Welcome. Please don't forget to wear a mask and wash your hands, please. Would you mind? Eso es lo que vamos a ver. Would you mind? Como decir, ¿te importaría hacer tal cosa? ¿Te importaría ir a tal lado? So, would you mind? And the objective is ask and answer politely using modal auxiliary would. Okay. Would you mind? Would you mind? Siempre les he dicho y les vuelvo a repetir que es importante eso, repetir la frase, las palabras en inglés para poder aprenderlas de por vida. Would you mind? Se usa en preguntas. Después de la expresión would you mind, comúnmente se usa el verbo principal más ing. Would you mind turning off the light? ¿Te importaría apagar la luz? Would you mind turning off the light? Ok. Así es el uso de would you mind. Examples. Lola, would you mind opening the bottle of wine for me? Lola, would you mind opening the bottle of wine for me? Sure. ¿Comprendieron? All right. Next example. Would you mind listening to me? I repeat. Would you mind listening to me? Would you mind listening to me? Okay, good. Puede ser que la otra persona le estamos queriendo decir algo y ella no está poniendo atención, ¿verdad? Entonces por eso le decimos, would you mind listening to me? ¿Te importaría escucharme? Quizá la otra persona, yo le puse esta respuesta, pero pueden haber muchas maneras de responder. Ok, good. O, oh, sorry, si es que estaba distraída la otra persona. O, ok, I'm sorry. O, whatever. Next. When you get to Kamayawa, would you mind buying apples for me? When you get to Kamayawa, would you mind buying apples for me? No problem. I repeat. When you get to Kamayawa, would you mind buying apples for me? No problem. Alright. Miren esta siguiente manera de usarla. Después de if es como decir sí. Después de if, el verbo debe ir en pasado. Would you mind if I used your phone, please? ¿Te importaría si uso? ¿Te importaría si uso tu teléfono, por favor? Would you mind if I used your phone, please? Go ahead. Go ahead es como decir, está bien, adelante. Hazlo. Go ahead. ¿Ok? Recuerden, después de if, el verbo debe ir en pasado. ¿Ok? Use in present, used in past. Would you mind if I use your phone, please? Okay, next example. Would you mind if I sat down? Would you mind if I sat down? Sat down in past. In present we say sit down. Okay, sit down in present, sat down in past. Would you mind if I sat down? Would you mind if I drank your coffee? I repeat, would you mind if I drank your coffee? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, now this is like an exercise and you're going to do it. You're going to work on it. Would you mind? So what is the word that comes here? Would you mind? What is the correct verb? Remember? Reading. Would you mind reading in your room? Acuérdense que el primer uso que le damos es que después de would you mind el verbo principal debe ir en progresivo, ing, reading, going, dancing, speaking, listening. Okay? So I repeat, would you mind reading in your room? Que le estamos diciendo a esa persona, ¿te importaría si lees en tu cuarto? Would you mind reading in your room? Okay, no problem. Next. Would you mind? What is the verb that we need here? What is the verb? Closing. Okay. Would you mind closing the door? Would you mind closing the door? Not at all. Not at all. Would you mind? Come on, what is the verb that comes here? Would you mind not smoking here? Would you mind not smoking here? ¿Qué le estamos diciendo a esa persona que está fumando? Would you mind not smoking here? ¿Te importaría no fumar aquí? Recuerden que es una manera como amable de decir algo. Okay? Would you mind not smoking here? Okay, sorry. Would you mind if I... Mire, aquí estamos usando if. So el verbo, the verb comes in past. So, would you mind if I ate cake? Would you mind if I ate cake? Absolutely. Would you mind if I rode your bike? Would you mind if I rode your bike? ¿Te importaría si monto tu bici? Would you mind if I rode your bike? No problem at all. No problem at all. So this is it. Thank you guys. See you later. Sayonara. Abu.